Believe my eyes when Kim Kardashian did this, but she dressed up as a reptilian for Halloween. Now, take a look at the costume. The detail is absolutely insane. We're talking full body scales that match a crocodile. No joke. It's like each part of her body was designed to mimic this exact pattern. And those eyes, they have that eerie, otherworldly look that makes you wonder what the inspiration was behind this costume. It even includes a massive tail. I mean, look at this, just a full picture of it. Now, I'm not one that buys too much into the reptilian elite conspiracy theory, but after thinking this, you have to admit it gets you thinking a little bit. And not even because it's Halloween, because this is so spot on. And here's where things get more interesting. Now, yeah, it's Halloween, but Kim is also a brand ambassador for Balenciaga. And recently I just made that video, if you saw my last one, but they released reptile shoes. They cost $1,900, which is a crazy price, but it makes you wonder, was this just a Halloween choice? Could it be a nod to her partnership with Balenciaga? Or is there something behind this? Because we know the history of Balenciaga and the history of Kim, and we heard what Kanye said about both of them. So now the wheel starts turning a little bit. Now social media has just erupted saying, is this playing into the reptilian elite theories? And if you haven't heard of it, basically, long story short, it's just certain people in power are part of some mysterious reptilian society. You can watch The Simpsons, there's a bunch of scenes on it, and when you get deep into it, it really starts to get creepy. So if you do that, just be prepared to get into a deep rabbit hole. And people are usually surprised when I say that, because people are like, you're the conspiracy guy, you're the one who exposed these reptilian elites. Well, the reptilian part is the part that I start to question because I need to see proof of it. But what I do think is that people can be disguised into demons, and we learn that from the Bible, and that's what I do believe, and there's proof because I do believe in the Bible. So that's what I think. When it comes to the reptile itself, I want to see that first. That's why it's a conspiracy, but the rabbit hole is very interesting. Of course, I think realistically, Kim knew exactly what she was doing here because she's having people like me making videos about it, and she knows exactly what's coming. I mean, these people are some of the smartest when it comes to marketing. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. Is this just a fun thing that she's doing, or is there actually a meaning behind it? Since we're talking about celebrities and Halloween, let's talk about Lady Gaga's new music video and new song. But we're going to talk about the music video mainly because it's very interesting. She says this is about her embracing her inner demons, and how if she embraces it, it's very good for her because it's part of her identity and she needs to accept it, basically. She explains it herself in her own words, but let's go to the music video. You're going to see a lot of different versions of her, so I'm just going to walk you through it, and I'm going to show you pictures and small little clips because I'm not in the mood to get in trouble for copyright, so let's get it. Let's start with the scene where Gaga is in white in the beginning. She is desperately trying to reach inside of a car. There's this intense struggle. It's almost as if she's reaching for something or someone, and then soon we learn that it's a someone. It is her dark side or her inner demons. And just when you think she's going to get there, another version of her appears. This version pulls her away, almost like it's saying, "You're not ready yet." Then she's suddenly trapped in a room. I don't really know what's going on here. The demon is just watching her and there's two versions of her, but it's wild to watch this part. Then this is where things take a twist, and this is where it starts to get really dark. Gaga finally confronts her demon, dancing in the middle of this intense windstorm. And yeah, she throws up this black goo. It's very disgusting, symbolizing something like releasing or purging of the darkness that she's held inside, but she ends up laying inside of it, almost as if she's accepting it or allowing herself to be surrounded by it. And then here's where it gets even more intense. The demon stares at her. She then reaches out, taking its hand. They embrace each other, and it's a powerful moment because you realize the demon isn't this separate entity. It's her. And when she sees this, she freaks out and runs away, which honestly is deep. Like, there's some deep symbolism, almost as if she's saying, I'm not ready to see the demon in me. I'm not ready to see that dark side of me. And it scares her. She runs off and the video ends.